Nathan, Whitby Town through to the final qualifier round of the FA Cup. 1-0 victory against Morpeth Town to do so. Just your reaction to that victory?
Delighted with it, obviously. I think the lads have dug in. It's great we've got a clean sheet today. The Morpeth really tested us as well at times. Obviously, with it being a one-off cup game, we pushed and pushed. Second half, we've dug in, and it's nice that we're on the end of the right result. Like I say, 1-0 win to send us through to the next round. Brilliant.
Yeah, and as you perhaps expected, the fact the two teams in the same level had very similar starts to the season. Always going to be a tight game. Whitby coming out the right end of it. And you mentioned about the defensive resolute. Sherman obviously man of the match, but as well on the whole, the defence doing well as well when they're called upon.
Yeah, that's what they're there to do, and they've dealt with everything Morpeth have flung at them. I think in the first half, we the creator of our own mistakes really, which gifted Morpeth with opportunities, but Shane stood up to it. But on the other side of it, their keeper's had a great day as well. He was probably their man of the match. So it kind of says what the game was. It was end to end, lots of chances. Like I say, luckily we've come on the right side of the result.
Yeah, and in a way it was almost the reverse of what we've done so far this season. We've scored plenty but conceded a few too many, feel like. And today very much solid, and perhaps didn't score as many as we could have done as well.
Solid, but you're right, we should have scored more. Van Lowson's good saves. Obviously the defence, some latches defending when Jerome only had really the ball to put in the net. Trailing legs stopped that from going in. Credit to both teams. It's hard work when you're out there, and it was a war of attrition at times. I just can't, like I say, I can't explain enough how happy I am with how resolute we've been today.
Yeah, and then it was the crucial goal coming from the penalty spot. Jacob Gratta once again, and after converting two virtually carbon copy penalties in midweek, I'm sure Morpeth would have looked at that, and much as Lawson did go the right way, fantastic strike there from Gratta.
Yeah, without a doubt, he's cool. He's a cool character in them situations. He knows they've watched him. He hasn't placed it this time. He's really struck it a bit Harry Kane like. But you're always confident he's going to score those. So yeah, well done to him, because there's a lot of pressure on him at that point.
Yeah, and as the second half drawn as well, much like the first half, plenty of chances at both sides on that one, but it was very much end to end, a bit uncomfortable towards the end, but the big chance probably coming to Jerome Green, which perhaps would have really well and truly killed it off.
Yeah, I just mentioned it, 2-0, it does kill it. Their Reds would have gone down, and listen, 99 times out of 100 he scores that. I've got to give their defender a little bit of credit, just being in the right place to stop it. But yeah, another day, Jerome puts that away and it's comfortable, but it wasn't to be, and it made it into the cup tie that it was.
Yeah, and again, mentioned already on the defensive side of it, but towards the end, Morpeth really did throw pretty much everything they could at Whitby. But the main thing is that they stood firm, and especially down the road, the fact that it looked quite concerning from just before half time.
Yeah, listen, it's done up and over. He's an absolute Trojan. A lot of players would have come off with that. He's played through the pain barrier there for the lads, and he's a massive player for us, especially aerially, with what Morpeth were throwing at us in terms of the crosses, the free kicks and the throws. So credit to him on that. But yeah, I'm just glad he's got through, and he doesn't sound too bad, to be fair. So.
Yeah, that'll be the main for now, won't it? The fact that you're hopefully not going to have him out for too much time on. Colby Shepherd also missing out today for injury.
Yeah, Colby just a little bit too soon for him. Still a little bit sore on his Achilles. It's only been 3 days since we finished the game against Mask. We'll have all week obviously to recover this week, and we'll see the physio, so hopefully he'll be okay next week. But Roy, I'm pretty sure, is going to be okay, and any other little niggles that we've had there, we'll have a look at on Tuesday night.
Yeah, once again, in Colby's absent, Aaron Haslam, the player that slotted in at left back, and again, on the whole, he makes it look like that's his natural position.
Yeah, he's in all terms, he's the perfect utility player. I can put him anywhere and he'll do a grand job for us, and he has. And listen, he's been tested on that side today. Firstly with Jack Foley, who's absolute raw pace, always on it. Yeah, doesn't give you a second to rest. And then they've brought on, I'm forgetting the young kid's name, but Vinny Steele's. He's done very well, Vinny, for a young lad again, and he's tested him, and it takes a lot of mental strength to get through that. Luckily for us, we've got through it, and it's another game in for Azzy, more experience for him. But no, he's a credit to himself, and I know his teammates appreciate it as well.
Yeah, and obviously the FA Trophy game at Radcliffe next week. Before that, I'm sure you'll be looking eagle eyes on the draw come Monday with National League sides coming in now as well.
Yeah, of course we are. Some big teams coming into it. Hartlepool, Yorks, whoever we get. It's an opportunity. I don't care how good the opposition is. Anyone can beat anybody on a day. Especially the FA Cup. We've seen that today. Earlier on the day with the South Shields getting beat. So it's one of those. Yes, we'll look out for it. We're excited for it, and we'll see what comes. But the focus really now is going into next week against Radcliffe.
Yeah, and again, that one against a side in the same league are you, but as much as Radcliffe have been, very much had a flying start to the season, they have shown in recent weeks that, there are ways of beating them as well.
There is, obviously. I think it goes without saying at this stage in the season they're the best team in the league, the top. They're doing it very, very convincingly. They'll have the odd off day. Teams are going to raise the game against them. Obviously they are. That'll be a similar case for us. We're going in their backyard, albeit a lovely pitch. It's going to be a proper test for us. It's one of those. We've got to go into it best prepared and mentally strong enough to know that there's going to be times when we're going to be under the cosh. We've got to ride that just like we have today at times. But ultimately, when we've got the ball, we've got to protect it, and we've got to show what we can do. And if we go there and show the application of what we did certainly against FC and Mass the other night, Radcliffe are going to get a good game. So we'll look forward to that one and see where it takes us.
Very much, Nathan.